too. His power is stronger than stronger. His might shall last longer than longer. It's Satan!
No!
What do you got full on swag right now? You're dripping, dude.
Well, you know.
You know what we do.
3 podcasts in? What do you think? Oh, hold on. Oh, it's funny, yeah.
If I knew you're gonna be all like, you know, swagged out right now, I would have worn like a cowboy hat or something. I think I have one around here.
You should get it. Nobody's watching anyway. There you go.
I can't wear my fucking headphones.
What the hat? Yeah.
Hold on.
Headphones
on first. Then.
There you go.
I think it's a little small, dude. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't think it's yours.
This was my uncle's. He fought in the Civil War. My great uncle. That you can tell. It's definitely not a prop hat that he got from Sears.
Yeah, or a children's hat.
What's up, Justin? Yeah, I'm gonna catch a Squatch on YouTube right about now. I'd go squatching. Would you go squatching?
Squatching?
Yeah. Do you know what squatching is?
No.
I gotta teach you so much, dude. That's what you call when you go into the woods with 2 hillbillies and you try to catch evidence of Bigfoot.
So pretty much just camping. Camping and like bird watching.
You know what my favorite part? Do you watch Bigfoot? My favorite part of the Bigfoot hunting shows is when like a guy has been hunting I've been hunting Sasquatch for 45 years.
Yeah.
And he has he's like, I got Sasquatch drop-ins. They're frozen I have them in my freezer. I've been saving them. Today we're taking them to a scientist. And then the scientist like takes one look at it and goes, these are bear droppings. And they go, interesting. And then it cuts and he's like, I think I'm going to get a second opinion. The guy just had shit in his freezer. Like, this is definitely Squatch.
Yeah, perfect, right? I mean, if it's wrong, you'd think, obviously, the scientist was paid by the government.
Obviously, yeah, he's in on it.
He can't admit that it's a fucking, yeah. That guy,
he's paid off by money. George Soros and the Zionist agenda. All right. Hey, everybody. This is Macabrecast. I'm going live tonight because, I don't know. I just felt like it. I did a show yesterday with Ozzy where he talked about his life he doesn't like to be called an exterminator, but a pest control technician.
Oh, okay.
And Ozzy was giving me the lowdown on bed bug infestation. You ever had to deal with anything like that? Well, do you have a tiki mug and a beer mug?
Yeah. This is for water.
Oh, okay.
And this is for like real drink.
Oh, okay. I thought one was for lean and one was for beer.
No, I don't want to fall asleep. Just got
yeah, dude. Have you ever seen like videos of bed bug infestations?
Yeah, I have seen videos of bed bug infestations. They just
nasty.
It's just fucking sick, dude. Like, if you think, if you have like roach infestation, that's just crazy. But like bed bugs, you're fucking feeding these fools. Like,
yeah, no, they just live on your bed.
The only reason they're there is because of your fucking blood. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and they're lazy. He was telling me like they just feed right there while you're sleeping, and then they just like go a few inches away and go to bed, and they just camp there and shit, and like
go to bed. They're like the perfect life, really. They're like, tonight we're gonna just eat in bed, just like every night. Yeah. Also, these motherfuckers jump. Like, I guess, like if you're like pretty good at like keeping track of your mattress, like cleaning and shit. They're like, okay, this motherfucker
Yeah.
like checks his bed. So then they like scale up the wall, and when they see that you're asleep or they fucking the CO2, whatever you're breathing out, they just jump
Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah,
and
and
they
then they
land
like
on you.
they rappel
Yeah.
down like Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
it's
fucking
crazy. He told
crazy,
me
dude.
some stories, man.
They
So
tell you
do you
how
fit?
they mate.
Oh yeah, he was like talking about it's just like stabbing each other with
They
big old
fucking
like
stab.
saw dicks. He calls them saw dicks.
Yeah.
It's not like
Revenge is sweet. Yeah. Like that's that's the only thing we have like to help us, you know what I mean? Like, well, at least when they get fucked, it hurts. But other than that, they're just fucking unstoppable.
Yeah, it was nasty.
I gotta listen
So
to it. I didn't have time.
yeah, if you hear any part of it, like at least the last like 30 minutes is crazy. Where he talks about the mating stuff, but man, he tells some stories of some gross shit.
Yeah, man.
It was messed up. So yeah, we're gonna talk about this Bigfoot footage that came out. Did I already send this to you?
Yeah. It's fine.
Okay, I'm gonna play a little clip here of this Bigfoot footage. And yeah, let's see here. Go full screen on this. Oh, this is the one I wanted to share, actually.
A couple shared this video on social media saying they spotted Bigfoot while riding the Durango and Silverton narrow gauge railroad train. They told Out There Colorado most people on the train didn't notice anything. Over the years, there have been more than 100 reported Bigfoot sightings in Colorado.
Oh my goodness!
It totally.
If this is Sasquatch,
with the landscape.
Yeah.
Does it look like it's taking a shit?
Bigfoot.
I really want to.
I really want
It
to.
looks like he's taking a shit.
Yeah,
It looks
like he's taking a shit.
It looks like he's not only a shit, like an emergency shit. He's walking and he's like, well, like something happened.
When you're
Sasquatch,
every shit is an emergency.
He's
Because
just
you're
walking
eating pine
and
cones.
he's like, oh fuck, I better sit. Yeah.
And then,
Like,
as he's shitting, he sees a train going by, and he's just like, "Oh,
Yeah.
fuck!"
And then another thing,
This
he's
is-
not really looking at the train, you know.
Yeah.
Like
my
they scared the
brother
shit out of him.
thought this was a guy in a ghillie suit. You know what a ghillie suit is, right? Like for snipers.
Oh yeah.
It's like they look like bushes.
They did look like that.
But to me, it just looks like a guy in a suit.
Yeah, and then
I mean, you're a costumer, you know.
Yeah, and then the arms, like the hands, dangle a little bit. You know, which makes you think that that's where like a human hand would stop, and the rest are like a little dangly. You know what I mean?
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
They're like, I mean, when it sits, it's like very lacy wrist. That has like a.
He's got beautiful hair.
Yeah, that's what does have beautiful. Nothing like this background, you know. You would expect something like that, like really shiny.
Yeah, it was like flowing and gorgeous, and
Yeah, you know how people waste a lot of money on dogs and shit. They're like, okay, you give your dog all the nutrients it needs, the perfect shiny coat. Just eat whatever this guy's eating, and the dog should be fine, right?
Pine cones, people's cats.
Yeah, just taking shit.
Yeah, just having diarrheas out in the middle of the desert.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like a hunter either. Like something that tall. It looks like he walks like his back hurts, like an old basketball player.
He walks like me in the morning.
Yeah, like an old. Like what is he gonna do? You know, look at like two chickens attack him. He's probably gonna fucking curl up into a ball.
I would love.
It's too slow, dude.
If it was just one Bigfoot that like had tons of arthritis, just like.
Yeah, he walks like his back hurts.
You hear that? That sounds like Sasquatch. Just like, fuck. Ow.
The reason we don't see him is because that one can't get out of bed.
So I heard some things about this that this train that the couple was on was it was called like Sasquatch train. It was like a thing you buy tickets for. So
Yeah,
it
it's even
sounds
worse.
like
Yeah,
a little bit of fuckery.
yeah.
It sounds like they just pay like Jerry the intern to go out and
Somebody
they
like a
hire
zero
tall
to.
people.
And where is it? Colorado? It says?
Yeah, I think it was Colorado. I should ask my brothers. Yeah, Colorado.
Mhm.
Yeah, it feels all the things says like this feels like a hoax.
Yeah, it does.
I don't know. What are your thoughts on Sasquatch as far as like believability?
I just don't.
You don't go for that?
I don't see it working out. Just
Yeah.
From the way that it should look to like hunt. Like if it looks like that, it should have like like chimps.
Yeah.
Like if they're by themselves and nobody's grooming them, they get all sick. They just like
Is that
you know
true?
they yeah they get like ticks or like
Oh, yeah.
they need to be groomed by other monkeys,
Yeah.
like other chimps, and if they don't, they develop like rashes and they get sick.
They wouldn't have like long flowing hair like
They
that.
would
unless there was-
yeah.
So
You
obviously
need
there'd be more than one.
you need another one to help you out, maybe, right? And then okay, imagine he did like overcame that shit. Okay. What is he eating? He doesn't
Yeah.
look fast. He's not climbing trees. But like, where the fuck is?
So
I don't know.
okay, there's a theory by American Indians that, well, there's not even a theory. They believe in Bigfoot. I forget what they call him, like Big Forest Man or something.
Yeah.
Something like that. I'm not well versed on Indian mythology, but I know that might surprise you. But like he's a mystical creature that can like disappear and reappear. And there's a modern theory that he's actually an alien and like he comes down and he can like move through dimensions.
Yeah. I mean, every theory that you don't have to show proof is a pretty good theory, And like, why there's no proof?
It's also a theory. It's all bullshit.
Because he's magical, I like the reason there is no proof is because he's so good at hiding it.
Yeah.
That's one. Like, how is that even possible? It's just so crazy. But who started this shit? Like, I'm more surprised if it's like a hoax, right? Like, how many people are able to keep their mouth shut? Like, oh yeah, my cousin dressed up as a fucking Sasquatch. Like,
Yeah, the whole Patterson Gimlin footage of the old, the famous footage with the fucking guy walking like that thing. Like the people around that have said like, oh yeah, we knew he was hoaxing. Like he told us he bought a suit, and they have footage of the guy who said he was in the suit, and they showed him walking. And it's just like this real old guy, and he does the same like
he does the
he's got it down. If he's faking it, like he knows how to do it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd like to believe in it, but it's just I think everything else is so much more believable.
Yeah, I think that's one of like the weird like he's out there with the Loch Ness monster type of thing,
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it's just sort of something that people never could prove.
Yeah, it's definitely it's way down on my list of believability things. And I believe some wacky shit.
Yeah.
So the other story I want to talk to you about, Olivia Mabel and the tulpa. I gave you a link to it, and I think you read through it.
Yeah, I did.
But we're gonna get into this. So I'm gonna take you back to 1994. Texas State Police Department receives a call with no one on the other line. The police trace the call back to a house by all accounts that is totally abandoned. And I'm going to show you a picture here. So this is the house of Olivia Mabel. For some reason, it won't let me zoom in, but so this house belonged to Travis and Olivia Mabel, or at least it was their home. it looked normal on the outside, but on the inside it was a totally different story. The couple moved into the house in 1983 with their son Aiden. This is Aiden.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm sort of switching between screens here. It was located on a large amount of acreage, and Aiden would play outside all the time. And they had a small pond near their house. I don't know how it was with you, but like back in the 90s, we'd be playing like all day long. Did you play like all day long and then come out when it was dark, or?
Yeah, same thing. Well, come in when it was dark, right? Like I used to just stay outside.
Just stay outside.
Like
gone for days at a time.
I remember coming in just to eat, fucking shirts off, just like sweaty, and then come back out, fucking like just all day.
Yeah, and then like you would try to figure out a way to like spend the night at your friend's house, and sometimes my parents wouldn't see us for like fucking 4 days. But by the time I came around, they didn't care. They already had 2 fucking kids already when I came around. They're like, they didn't care at all. So Wednesday, March 13th, 1991, Aiden didn't show up for dinner in the early evening, and Travis and Olivia didn't get too worried at first because he was playing all the time. But after a while, they decided to go look for him. And nearby, they found Aiden floating face down in their pond. It's fucked up. I think he was 7 years old when this happened. So it's understandable that soon after Aiden's death, the relationship started to break apart. Travis moved out. He was like trying to move on with his life, but Olivia remained in the house. And this is a picture of Olivia Mabel. So she cut herself off from everybody. She stopped working. She stopped going outside. Any food that she had was delivered. Her friends tried to contact her for a while, but after a while they just gave up, and they thought that she had moved away like Travis had and just didn't tell anybody.
Yeah.
So skip ahead to 1994. A call comes into the Salina Police Department, and the call is silent. There's no one on the line from what they can tell, and eventually it goes dead. But they are able to trace it, and they trace it back to Olivia Mabel's house. And so the police decide they're going to do a welfare check. From the outside, it looks like no one had been there for a long time. The door hadn't been open in so long that they had to break it down. It was like had swollen and done all that thing. So it was like frozen shut. They just broke it down. Yeah. Everything inside the house, it has a thick layer of dust on it. Every room was trashed. It was totally trashed. Every room except one room, and it was Aiden's room. It was tidy. Things were folded and taken care of. It was clean. And in the middle of the room, there was a rocking chair. And in the rocking chair was the long deceased body of Olivia Mabel. They examine her corpse, and in her hands, they find a doll. This is the doll that they find. And at first it seems silly. The fabric on it, it looks like a prune on top of a stick, but
she wasn't the best in her class. She tried.
This is Aiden's clothing here.
Yeah.
From what they could tell. And it's like, bound sticks, strange doll, bound sticks and bits of his clothing. And across from Olivia was this makeshift altar. And I try to zoom in here a little bit. So they find this altar, and there's notes everywhere. There's writings in Sanskrit, in different languages. There's symbols, and there's bits of his toys. There's his clothing, his drawings, and his ashes. And on one piece of lined paper, they find this frantically scratched note. Let me bring this up here. Oh shit! Oh, I don't have a picture of it. But they find a note, and the note says, "My Aiden, I am sorry. I am so sorry. I should have never let it get like this. I'm living. I will not let you keep me, you vile evil creature. Mommy coming to you, Aiden, my sweet Aiden. Mommy loves you." And yeah, it's fucked up. The Sanskrit words that they translated that were on the altar were create, resurrect, and those seem to be coming up again and again, create and resurrect. And from what they could see, it looked like Olivia was trying to create a tulpa or a thought form. Have you ever heard of that term before, a tulpa?
I think I have from the movie Annabelle, maybe.
Oh, I never saw that movie.
No.
Is it any good?
It's basically like this shit.
Is it?
Yeah, a kid dies, like the little girl dies.
Okay.
And she has like this favorite doll. And then they're in a house, and the doll sort of like moves a little bit here and there. They notice shit happening. And then I think at one point the doll or something like writes on the wall, like, can I live here? Can I live in this doll? And they assumed it was the daughter.
Uh-huh.
And they say, yeah, go ahead. And then
That's cool. Yeah, go ahead.
you're like, oh yeah, you're a daughter. No worries. And then that was a demon pretending to be the doll, you know.
There's a movie that I did a video about on the Macabrecast Clips channel called A Dark Song. And let me bring up a picture here. But A Dark Song is about a woman that loses her son, and she hires a guy that's an expert in like rituals to get her to the point where she can talk to her guardian angel and have him connect her with her dead son. But if anybody gets a chance, fucking watch this movie. I recommend it wholeheartedly. Yeah. I think it's amazing. People give it shit, but yeah, I think it's like one of the best like slow horror movies of the last 10 years.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's great. So getting back to this story, tulpa is a type of ritual where like you make like a doll or something and you put your intentions into it. You do certain rituals. You get things from the person that you're trying to create, or an entity that you're trying to create. It doesn't have to be someone that was already dead, but it can just be like, I want to create a goblin or something, you know, and you do the ritual, and it goes back a long time. There's tulpas have been around for a long time. If anybody's watched Twin Peaks, the newest season of Twin Peaks, tulpas have a lot to do with it. This is a scene from a character that just realized he was a tulpa, and like he blinks out of existence. It becomes a little golden pearl. Yeah.
Wait, this is not in Twin Peaks.
This is in Twin Peaks season 3.
Oh shit.
Did you ever watch Twin Peaks?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, dude, it's it's a great show. The 3rd season, there's like multiple characters that are tulpas in it, and anyways, so yeah, you can create this thing and bring it to life, but from what it sounds like was she created a tulpa of her son and instantly regretted it. I don't know if she thought it to be evil, if she was just hallucinating, if she'd gone totally nuts or what. But the thing is, they did an autopsy on Olivia, and her body had been dead for at least 2 months. So you think back to the phone call.
Yeah.
They find the phone in the house. It's covered in dust. Nobody touched it. And no one was walking around the area from what they can see. Like there's no footsteps or anything like that. So who made the phone call? It came from that house.
Yeah.
She's been dead for months. So it's one of those like ongoing mysteries that just makes you think about the possibility, like if someone's actually able to be so like fucked up in their grief and so desperate to have their son back, they would go to these lengths to try to like resurrect them somehow. And like what they actually resurrect,
It's not it.
it's not it. Yeah, it's something else. Like they bring something in, but it's just like a facsimile of what this thing is, and it's carrying like another entity or something like that.
Like I don't know. I just think it's just crazy because I mean, if you think about it, you're like, that's fucking stupid. Like, but like the whole permission thing, you know what I mean? Like, it starts like with vampires, right? Supposedly vampires can't come into like something unless you invite them. Yeah. Like they're really respectful to doors. They're like, whoa, we suck blood and we fucking kill people, but we never show up and invite it. You know what I mean?
I mean,
like, rules are rules. You know, like
take our shoes off if you want us to, I guess. But
like we'll fucking stab and kill the shit. You
gotta let us in. I mean, it's not cool if we just barge in.
What are we, fucking savages or whatever? And it seems that it's the same with these fucking demons. Like, you need to do something first.
Yeah, they're not just gonna show up.
Yeah, they're like, "Can I come in?" And they're like, "Yeah," but they would pretend to be somebody else. Which I'm sure. I mean, I'm not sure, but like, if she has nothing to lose in her mind, right? Why not try all this bullshit? And if she is getting some sort of like signs from like things that her son might be alive, she's like, "Oh, she wants more, right?"
Yeah.
And then she finally realized that it was just something else. Whatever the fuck she invited in.
What are your thoughts on this kind of stuff? Like, do you believe this stuff is possible? Or are you pretty skeptical?
Dude, I fucking have mixed feelings because all those strange rules that they have, you know, the invite, like, but I think somebody, like, why not? You know, like, why can't you just open up something that we don't know, we don't have a name for, we don't know what it is, right? Like,
especially when they're talking about like vehicles being interdimensional. Okay, so with the other dimensions, where are those living parallel to our Earth? And if there's a way to open up that and bring stuff through, I mean, it sounds silly, and the older I get, I am skeptical of a lot of things. But I also won't think like, you know, there's so many weird things in this world. Why not?
Yeah, why
and
not?
Maybe someone's grief is so bad that like it opens up something like that, or breaks their mind enough to where they can. Maybe she was just badly hallucinating. But the thing that always gets me is the phone call.
Yeah, and then that leads you to like why, right? Like either she died in a certain way where she wanted to be found and wanted, or this demon thing was like, I'm done here. Maybe if I make this phone call to something, people will show up. New people show up. It seems like killing is the way or whatever. You know what I mean?
Well, if I make the phone call, this opens up the story. People think about it. They want to try it themselves. And it's like a snowball effect, you know.
Yeah, not only that, like now the house was gonna be vacant for like a long time, right? But like, well, this lady's dead. Maybe somebody else comes in.
Yeah. Clear her out, and then someone else will come in. It'll be my chance again.
Yeah, it's just but you know, just like you're saying, like, why would something like that happen? But like, but how do you explain that she's dead? For like at least 2 months, and then she has all this shit, and it's a mystery, right? You know, like she wasn't stabbed to death or whatever, you know.
No, by all accounts, she just like sat down and died. I don't know what she died from or what. But yeah, this is one of the crazier stories that I've come across. I've actually known about this story for a long time, and I think about it from time to time.
And it just makes it sad, you know, like.
It's super sad.
It's just like she did the most that she could do.
Yeah.
You know.
And then on top of it, like her husband leaving, and of course, like I get it. Your son dies, and it's a lot to deal with, and sometimes you just don't want to be around that thing and like be in the house where it happened, and I can't imagine fucking. I'm not a dad, but I know my friends talking about their children and imagining them losing a kid.
Yeah.
I can't imagine it. I mean, you're a dad, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if you lost a kid when they were 7 years old, like how would you
Yeah.
deal with that?
That's what I'm saying. Like, say you already think you lost everything, right?
Yeah,
Why not just go for all out?
yeah,
What's the downside here?
yeah,
If I'm already this sad, why not try fucking everything that I can? You probably like if you read somewhere that like what you have to like cut your fucking leg and get that blood and like do some shit. But like, all right,
yeah.
fucking maybe like
Whatever it
especially
takes.
yeah, especially since it looks like they're sort of like secluded in this place, right? Like she only had the husband, and it
Yeah,
seems like
their house was on a big lot, and it was
yeah,
sort of out in the middle of nowhere.
mhm,
So, yeah, that's what that movie A Dark Song is gets into is like this woman has nothing left else to try. I mean, she gives all of her money to it. She spends months like preparing for it and like going through fasting rituals and all these different things to open up the gate to talk to this guardian angel so she can talk to her son again. But it also gets into all the dark shit that comes across with that.
yeah.
Like by opening up this thing is like you're inviting all these things in that you don't want. But yeah, man, it's a crazy story.
It's
So we want to go back talking about Sasquatch shit.
yeah, dude. I get worried about shit like that.
Yeah.
Like a couple things that happened to me, sort of, but like if I think about it too much, I get like scared again. Like not
Things
like
that have
super.
happened to you personally or with your family or what?
Well, they're like kind of like nothing. Like how you watch movies and all that shit seems to happen like at 3 in the morning.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
The witching
like
hour.
yeah, like stuff like that. Like, and then I think about it again. I'm like, that's pretty fucking stupid. How do they know? Are they like Eastern, West? Like, what time? What time is like just my time?
You check
So
like a demon checking
like,
their fucking Casio going,
yeah,
oh,
they're like, let's
I
just
got
running
15
perfectly, right?
minutes.
Like, because one time I woke up and they were 3 minutes late, right? But yeah, like one time, dude, I I didn't want to look into what happened. I was like chilling. It was like 9 p.m. I was on my laptop.
Yeah.
I was just like, I think I was downloading music. It was a long time ago, right?
How
So I was
fucking
trying.
dare you?
I was making.
Stealing music off the internet? You
uh,
criminal.
it was for a friend.
Oh, okay.
Nah,
That's okay then. Your
I was
disabled friend.
I was buying music online, right?
There
And I
you
was
go.
making a CD, and I was making like some CD or some shit. I don't
Yeah.
know. And then I was trying to make a list, and I just turned off the laptop, put it to sleep mode,
Yeah.
like 9 p.m. Right? I went to bed. Then out of nowhere, I just woke up because I heard like some old man talking. I couldn't hear
What?
exactly what it was saying, but it was like blah 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 blah. I was like, what the fuck? And I like opened the door to look into the living room, and I could
Yeah.
see like there was something playing. And I was like, what the fuck? And it's like whatever this fool was saying, I wanted to tune it out because I checked the time and it was like 3:03 a.m. And I was like, I don't want to fucking hear it, no fucking messages, or like I don't want to hear
What
what this thing is saying.
what do you mean something was playing? Like an
There was like
audio?
a video on YouTube or
Oh,
like
your laptop was open or is
my
it
last.
just
Yeah,
like
I left it open and I put it to sleep right at
okay.
9 p.m. and I went to bed, and then it turned on and it played a video, but I wasn't even on YouTube. I don't know what the fuck video was playing,
Whoa.
and I didn't want to like look into it either. I got scared, so I fucking went over, like closed the laptop, and I went back to bed. In the morning, I turned it on and I didn't look at the screen. I did fucking the shut off
You
thing.
just press the
Dude,
buttons as fast as you can.
I didn't want to look into it. I didn't want to find out what it was. I didn't want to know fucking nothing about it. Cause
Yeah.
I like before that, I was watching a lot of like ghost shit. Like I know all the rules. I know most of them.
Yeah.
Stupid, they like if you believe in it or like they like certain people are more attracted to like stuff like that. It might happen to you more often than others, or like
Yeah.
you really get in it, or like like a bunch of random ass shit that happens.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to look into it, but like that shit happened, and I was like, "Fuck this," And like, why was there a video? Oh, it was also playing on full blast. Like, just the volume was all the way up.
Wow, I'd like to know what
Yeah.
video is playing.
That's the fucking question, but I don't want to know. Because then I'll have this video in my head. Like, what does it mean? I decided to take the easy way out, but maybe I should have
I had
paid
an
attention.
image of you like taking your laptop, like running out, taking your laptop, and just like smashing it.
No, dude, I closed it and I didn't want to know. It was black and white. Whatever video it was like fucking, but I just fucking closed it like some. Could have
Yeah.
been like Einstein. I don't know. You know? But they were saying something, and I tuned it out, and somehow I was proud of myself that I was able to just like fucking.
Yeah,
not
dude, I
listen
would
to
just pull the covers up and like wait for it to.
Dude, it was plugged in. It wasn't gonna
Yeah.
die. It was just gonna fucking keep playing.
Oh man!
I just ran over there and closed it. Yeah.
When you
all.
started saying about the mumbling thing, it made me think of the only like major thing that happened to me when I was young, and I won't say it tonight. I keep on saying I'll say it sometime, but yeah, it reminds me of something that happened to me, the mumbling thing. Yeah, that's creepy.
Yeah, I also had two that could be probably like sleep paralysis or something. But you know, like how you could feel like something like pushing down on your bed.
Yeah.
I was able to hear like this, like I felt the weight, and I was able to hear like the springs on it going, like it
Could
was
you
pretty
move?
It was fucking real. No, I couldn't move.
Mm.
It felt like it's really hard to describe, but like if something flat was pushing you down, but evenly,
Yeah.
not like not like this, and you feel that it like gripped you, but it's just evenly being pressed, like.
Oh, but yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Not like just
Oh,
like the
that's weird.
top, you know. And I couldn't move.
I mess around a lot with lucid dreaming techniques, and sometimes you get stuck in sleep paralysis when you're trying to do it.
Yeah.
And that's the freakiest thing, is like laying on your back and you can only like look down like this a little bit, and you just see like someone standing in your doorway, like watching you.
Dude,
Yeah. The craziest experience I had with lucid dreaming was I was practicing it, and you have to nap in the middle of the day sometimes to do it. And I laid down and I was trying to go to sleep, and I was like, fuck, I can't get to sleep. So I got up and I decided to go take a piss. So I pee, and then I walk back to my room and I look inside and I see myself sleeping on the bed. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? And then all of a sudden I felt like my body being pulled towards myself on the bed, and like float up in the air, go back into the same position, and then I woke up. And I was like,
that's pretty I like that.
Yeah. Pissed all over my bed. Nah. Yeah.
That was the last time.
That was the last time I tried it.
I had lucid dream before. I like it.
It's fun, right?
Yeah, it is fun.
Yeah, I used to do it all the time. I've been doing it off and on for like 20 years.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work though, so I go in and out of it. Like I want to do it sometimes, but it's a great tool for like creative people. Like if I'm stuck on a painting and I don't know what I'm gonna paint.
Oh yeah, lucid dreaming is pretty sick.
I'll go to the painting in my mind and it'll show me what it should be.
Well, yeah. You know what I like about lucid dreaming? I had one time where, the classic, obviously I started flying, right?
Yeah.
But I remember I was rock climbing for some reason. And then I was like, this doesn't make sense because I could see the city of LA. Like I could see it. I'm like, there's nothing this high that would. Like,
there's no like Himalayas.
Like
LA.
It didn't make sense. And then I was like, and second of all, I'm not a fucking climber. You know what? What am I doing up here? I'm like, I bet I'm fucking dreaming. And then I guess my brain was like, all right, if you're dreaming, just jump then. And I was like, all right, I'm not gonna jump. So what I did, I held onto the rock. Like if I am dreaming, I'm just gonna hold onto this rock, a giant boulder or whatever, and I'm gonna just break that off and fly with the rock. And then that way I know that I'm dreaming. So I did that. And then I let go of the stone or whatever, and then I flew down, and there was people there. I was like at a college or something, and they were
like,
ignoring
hey,
me.
Gabriel.
No, they were ignoring me, dude. I was fine. Like if I was just a camera, like they're just passing by, like nothing. So then I changed it. I'm like, I want these people to see me, and
This is
they
normal
saw.
thing. Oh,
And then
cat.
when they saw me, they started fucking running.
Fucking cat keeps knocking my camera down. Oh, really?
When they saw me, they started running away, which makes sense, right? But I didn't tell them to run away. I just said I want them to see me. And they saw me, they were like, "Oh, fuck." They fucking started running away. I'm like, no. I want them to see me, but not be scared. And then
You start shooting fire out of your eyes.
I was like fucking Superman, but you would be scared of Superman, I guess. But and then I was like, no, I want them to like see me, but like just be chill, you know.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then they started like waving, like, hey, you know.
As far as lucid dreaming go, it's pretty innocent. Usually people say like, "Oh, I fucked a bunch."
I don't think that happens.
Yeah.
I never made it that far ago.
My fucking cat. All right, I got to end the show because my fucking cat keeps yanking my camera down. This fucking bitch. But yeah, that's a show for today. Thanks for coming on, dude.
Yeah, no problem. Next time I'll tell you about the flies.
Yeah, you can't. All right.
Yeah.
Please do.
Yeah. I have a
The
fly
flies.
story.
All right.
Yeah. That's a little teaser, bro.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Check out this video, the latest video on Twitch, Ozzy's bedbug stories. 10 years as an exterminator. Check out all the shows on Gangland Assembly. Check out the IG. Check out the YouTube channel, Macabrecast Clips. Ozzy wants to know for Harry and the Hendersons, ? Yeah, fucking Harry and the Hendersons. Shouldn't have any issues with that. Oh, yeah, that's Frank Welker did that voice. Yeah.
That motherfucker does everything.
Dude, he's on everything. Yeah. He wakes me up in the morning. I gave him $10 to wake me up in the morning.
Frank Welker.
Yeah. All right, dude. Have a good one. Thanks, everybody.
You too. Later, people.